Good evening and good night to you guys, class. It is pretty late. It's 9:30. I do have a cold, so I'm a little stuffy, but we're going to get through this. After a long time of trying to get Zoom to work out, that wasn't working. So creating this video, hopefully it'll suffice. So our discussion this week focuses around preparation for a literature review, which we all love, I'm sure. And also forming the PICO question, and eventually creating a literature matrix for our articles that we're going to find here. But before we do all that, let's talk about how we're finding our research, right? So the objective of this is to show you guys how we found our things. But before we do that, we need to answer this question. What is the purpose of a literature review in quantitative and qualitative research? So, quantitative, it's to understand existing research relevant to the topic and be able to discuss those findings in a written report. And then I also found this on qualitative, bringing together research on a given topic and provide a background for conducting research and interpreting those findings. This came from Miss Christy Bomer Norton from our textbook that we've been using for class, our research textbook. And I think that was on page 151, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, I'll have it in my bibliography. So my PICOT question that I came up with is, in the hospital setting, P, what benefit does bedside nursing report, I, have on patient safety and satisfaction, which is the outcome, versus nursing handoff at the nurse's station, which is C. So, I'm pretty passionate about bedside shift report process at our facility, and as a leader on our unit, I've said that many times that it's just important to think about the things that will help to keep our patients safer. And so, when I started out on the floor, what we did was we would stand outside in the hallway, go through patients' charts, give the full report outside, and then we walk in the room and say, "Hello, I'm Aaron. This is such and such. He's going to be your nurse today. See ya." Something like to the effect of that. Now we're very strict on our unit. We want all aspects of the report to be done inside the patient's room, because there is extensive literature that suggests this helps to improve patient safety and satisfaction. And that's kind of what I'm going at here, what I was looking for with my articles. And so, to get my articles, I first used Google Scholar. Generally I use that as, I get pretty good results with that for any type of references that I'm using. But this time I also used CINAHL through the WVUP EBSCOhost and to help narrow my searches and get that primary article that we needed. I used the Boolean phrase, search phrase, and just typed in, these are the main things that I typed in, just bedside shift report and patient safety. And so, and then I did limited the search from 2018 to 2023, and that made it pretty easy because it only showed 5 results. So here's what I'm talking about with that. Let's switch. All right, so now that you can see what I did here, I typed in bedside shift report and patient safety. Let's go back to the original one here. Yeah, so here's my Boolean phrase there. Full text articles I selected, and then I also did, I changed the dates on those. Let's see if we can log in here again. I'll do a full search for you. On down to CINAHL complete. And so yeah, Boolean phrase there. We typed in bedside shift report and patient safety. There was my search right there. And then I changed this because it originally brought up 1 of 11, and then change that to 2018, and this one to 23. And so that narrowed our results to 1 to 5 out of 5. And then for the purpose of what I'm doing, I like this one the best. This had some good stuff in it, but this one was a pretty good analysis for patient experience, and it also included some patient safety. So I chose this one for the actual primary article. And so it worked out really well. Now my other ones I got from this one here. I got this one from Google Scholar. Nothing crazy about that. I just went to Google Scholar there and then typed in bedside shift reporting and patient safety. And there's like 36,000 results that come up. So I narrowed it. I pushed 2019 right here. And then that narrowed it down to a few things. And one of the things that I did choose here was handover implementation finding. Let's see, it wasn't this one. It was about a implementing and sustaining bedside shift report. Yeah, this emergency room one right here. And the reason I did that one was just because I thought that would be. I don't know how bedside shift report goes in the ERs, and so I thought that might be a good thing to check out. Another search that I think I did bedside shift reporting and patient satisfaction. Same thing, changed the custom date range, and I eventually landed on this one, which is an article from the University of St. Augustine. And I think it's basically a literature review, so kind of like something that we're doing. I like this for a second article because it talks about the patient satisfaction perspective of this, and also gave me some guidance on PICO questions and all of that to develop this. So that's how I did my stuff. Now, let's go Matt here. And so, yeah, I think that pretty much answers all of the questions that we needed to answer. Let me make sure. Yep, those were the final 3 articles I selected. Thank you. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.